make sure I'm connected also on Instagram.
Lord.
One second, everyone. I'm super excited to do this because one thing is me and Manny talking about it. Can you guys see this? I want to make money. Can you make sure this is adjusted? Look at this. Look at this.
No, it's not from there, babe.
Can you please adjust it?
You have to move, babe.
Can you? Okay. 1 second, guys.
It was fine.
No.
Oh, it just came off. We're going to do a slight adjustment over here there.
Colette, that looks amazing. Your hair looks beautiful. All right. This is supposed to be a very relaxing time, so Manny and I are here ready to sip some tea.
Because Colette's going to give us some major bombs of information.
It's supposed to be a very chill time.
Okay.
All right. So we are live on Facebook. We're all amongst friends. We are live on Facebook. We are live on YouTube. And now I'm about to go live on Instagram, okay? I don't have a big following on Instagram, but the people who are at it are friends and people who are interested in our technology. So it's very useful for them to be connected. So, man, is that okay? I need a light for us. Is that okay? I'm not a very techie person, guys, so for me to do this is a big effort. Okay, everyone. So thank you so much for being so patient. Hello, Instagram fam. Hello, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, everyone. So, can you guys hear us well? Just let us know where you're watching from. This is Evelyn Paredes Lopez, also known as Hydration Angel.
And I, greetings and salutations. Veloz Miso, also known as the Alkalized Man.
Our special guest today is Miss Colette Thomas. Colette, don't be shy. Colette is a little bit shy, but go ahead, girl. The stage is yours. All of this is just for you, girl. We needed to have you here.
Oh, hi everyone. My first time, so please forgive me.
Yes. You're doing good. You're doing fantastic.
You're doing amazing, girl. So, Colette, how long ago we met you? Have we ever met in person? That's the first question.
No, never. Up to now, I'm still waiting.
All right. Give me 1 second. I know TikTok. People on TikTok are a little bit different. So let me make sure I got this running. 1 second. 1 second. Okay, here you go. So like I said, we're amongst friends here. So it's okay. We're just relaxing and all. Okay, so Colette. So we met how long ago?
About maybe it's 2 months now. It's about 2 months.
2 months. Have we ever met in person?
No, never.
Awesome. Okay. So how did you come across this couple here that are making these videos on social media about water? What happened? Tell me the story.
Okay, I can't remember exactly what night it was, but it was very, very late because I live in Philadelphia. And I saw your husband and he was talking about water. And I'm like, let me just say and see what he's talking about this special water. And then he was talking about the alkaline water and he was testing some of the bottled water that we are familiar with. We all are familiar with the bottled water. And one thing he did, he said, "Do you think I'll get money for this? Do you think this is a scam?" And to me, that is that is the part that was so funny because the way how he said it is like let me stick around and see what he's, it sounds interesting. And then I realized he was talking about the alkaline water and the machine. And I was like, wow, I always wanted to get one. I mean, almost what, 10, 15 years ago, I always wanted to get one, but I really
15 years
was,
ago
but
or
I know
50
I,
years ago?
it was a very long time I wanted to get the machine.
How did you come across this machine 15 years ago? How did you know about this technology?
Back home, guy actually was selling the water.
How much per
And
gallon?
the gallon of water was like $25.
$25 per gallon. And that's in Trinidad, right? You're from Trinidad, correct?
That is in our money in Trinidad. And
$25 is a lot of money in the States per gallon also. So were people buying from this guy? How did that go?
yes, a lot of people were actually buying it. And to buy bottled water for that price, it's a lot because
Fancy.
like some I drink a lot of water, so I used to be buying 3 and 4 bottles.
You used to buy 3 or 4 gallons?
I used
Wow.
to be buying water because I drink a lot of water.
Oh my Lord. Let me
Wow.
make sure you can see.
That's a
Whoa.
lot.
Okay, so people were naturally paying $25 per gallon of this water from this guy selling from this amazing machine. And people had no complaint buying the water. They were actually looking forward to it. There must be
People were
something
buying.
good about the water, right?
Yes.
Amazing. So you told yourself someday you'll have this machine. Now, the someday came last month.
Now, knowing that, honestly, I've seen a lot of people advertise, talk about alkaline water, and most of the times I listen, but I just keep scrolling. I don't really take long. I just keep scrolling. I have no idea that it will lead me to you guys because I don't know, maybe we just our spirits just hook up, or maybe because you guys were so honest about it and were talking about it and testing the waters and actually showing the people this is what you actually drinking,
It was
the bottle. And
talking
after,
about the right timing.
to be honest, even now I cannot buy bottled water anymore.
That is
Uh,
incredible. Also, before we go to that next step, let me ask you something else. It just skipped my mind in this very second. Oh, yeah. The guy back in Trinidad who's selling water, $25 a gallon to each person. How much, when you asked him, how much is for his machine? What did he say to you? Do you recall?
to be honest, I can't remember because it's been so long. It's
Okay.
been years now. I mean, it's it's a couple of years now. I can't even remember exactly what he said because
Okay.
let's just say it's more than 10 years.
Yeah. I heard stories from people when they ask them, hey, how can I get that machine? They lie. They triple the price because they don't want people to have this machine because that means they'll go out of business. If they're selling you a gallon of water for $25, I heard this lady who's selling it for 50, I won't say her name, $17, they put their own price. It's good business to them. Imagine that. So when people ask them, hey, how can I have this machine for my home? They just don't say it. They lie. I heard this guy said the machine was $17,000 when,
But you know what? My dad always wanted to get a machine, but when he did price it out, when he finally find out what's the price for it back home, I- and that no, that was more than 10 years ago. The price that my dad called, he said was $35,000.
35,
$35,000.
that's
Wow.
insane. No, no, no,
Now
no, that can't be.
our money, and that was more than 10 years ago. So imagine how much for it right now. home. I don't know.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Okay. So you talked to us. I remember you joined the live and right away you wanted to talk to us immediately. So then when you find out our system, you knew it was good. And then when you find out the price, what was your reaction?
I was like, okay, I don't know how to afford it, but I definitely have to try to manifest to get this machine in our home.
We had a beautiful conversation and I said to you, Colette, I don't know how, but if you really want this machine, let's manifest and you're gonna have it. And we were thinking maybe in a year or so. But then I couldn't
And
stop talking about the benefits of the water. It's just like when you get this machine, this, and this, and then you said, talk to my auntie. And then we did a live, and what happened?
after we did the live with my aunt, because honestly, even before I saw you guys, I know I was talking to my aunt and I was telling her, "Listen, bottled water is getting very expensive, and the bottled water is not the same because the taste of the water is totally different.
Yeah.
Even when I was buying bottled water, I was putting crystals in my water because the water wasn't it just wasn't the same anymore. I don't know if I could mention what bottled water I used to buy. I don't want to get anybody in no trouble.
You can say it
So,
if you want to, that's fine.
so I'm not going to company, but their water used to be good, but not anymore. So I wouldn't mention the name of the water I used to buy.
Okay.
And when I did talk to and we did call a company before you guys. We called a company and the guy came out, he tested our tap water and he said it was a little high and we wanted to get a something for the faucet for the kitchen so we could cook and have clean water. We do have a filter in the bathroom, but in the kitchen, that's where you cook, you wash your wares, you mostly do everything. And the guy came, the next day they came and something happened. They didn't, I don't know what happened, but all I can say is that the guy said he gonna call the company to see what he could do and whatnot, but he never called and they never came. And at that particular, and that's the same night I met you guys.
The guy was quoting you, how much he was telling you about the filter he was about to give you.
The filter for the kitchen, he was charging us 1,400
A few hundreds?
1,400.
1,400.
just for a filter.
Just for a filter.
Oh my God, no.
And that's for the house?
No, not the whole,
1,000?
just
Just
the
for the
kitchen.
kitchen. Okay, guys,
Just
anybody watching this live, please, no
Wow.
filter is gonna cost you $1,400.
For the faucet.
That's insane. Just a
but
filtration system, no.
That must be
but
the
thing
oil.
There's a lot of people taking advantage of people out there. Yeah, go ahead, honey.
we just didn't want to buy any more bottled water anymore because to me, I know the bottled water was not the same as years ago. I know the water has changed
Oh, yeah.
completely. And when I told my aunt, okay, listen, we got to do something. And when we did the live with you, me, and my aunt, and you explained to my aunt what the machine could do, she was like, and she forgot about it. And then the next day she came and she said, Colette, do you know how much for the machine? I said, I don't know. And then you send me your website, and then I print up everything for my aunt, and I print up the machines. And my aunt go through all the prices of the machine, and she say, you know what? I don't want any of them. I want the one that was in your home. I said, are you sure? I said, but that's. I said, you picking the most expensive one of all. I
She
said,
says, I want it.
yeah, I told her, I said there is much cheaper ones than. She said, no, I want the one that you have in your home. I said, okay,
And
that
that's a
was it.
blessing.
And that was it. And then I
That's a
called,
blessing.
and I have good news and I have great news.
I know you said to me, Evelyn, I got good news and great news, and that was a blessing. People do as you do, not like you say. So they saw our machine and they were like, you know what? She could choose any model, but she liked that. So that's a blessing. Super happy for her. Now, once you guys, oh, tell me about the connection. You can talk about it. Don't be shy. So Colette is a superpower woman, like a Wonder Woman. We came across her sink and we noticed that it could be a easier installation with a more standard like sink. And what happened, Colette?
It
About
couldn't
the
really,
plumber. Did you hire
I,
a plumber? That was the first question. Did you hire a plumber to change the
no.
sink? Why? Why?
Listen,
Colette
it
has
takes
the skills.
two, but I finally got it, okay? And, hey, listen, that taught me well, okay? I give him props for that. Anything he used to do in the house, I used to be like right there under him looking to see what he could do. So from his teaching, it was it was pretty good that I could do it on my own instead of hire a plumber because out here, if you hire somebody, you have to put out $100 already.
How much?
Just plumb.
$100.
I learned recently because of this experience. If you have a handyman come to your house,
No, I didn't.
he, oh, I learned that if you hire a handyman, they charge you about $250 just to come into your house and see what's the problem. And I also learned why plumbers make a lot of money. They charge you $2,500. I just learned that and I was like, that is just crazy. And people say, yeah, they charge you that much. So Colette here needed no plumber, no handyman. She got her machine and she set up a new sink. Not everybody has to change the sink, but in her special case, she did. And guess what? She got it.
Got it!
Exactly. That's her favorite thing. So she also has the filters and everything in place. Now, when you drank the water, anything that you remember or any reaction from your daughter and your auntie?
Well, I will say my daughter, for one, she is drinking more water than before because it was a struggle for her to drink water. She used to be like, "Oh, yes, mommy, I'm drinking water," but now I will fill up her container of water. She will drink that, and then she will be like, she will drink mine, and then when I'm ready for mine, my own is finished because I have to go back downstairs to get water, and then when she's drinking more water than me actually, and and honestly, I drink a lot of water. And then my aunt, her great granddaughter, which is 3 years old, she was a tough one to drink water. She is
Wow.
drinking crazy. The minute she reach in the house, she want water.
Mm.
So kids know way better. Kids, like you said, your auntie's granddaughter didn't want to drink it. The 3-year-old one, I imagine she can tell the nastiness. Was she trying to? Were you guys trying to give her bottled or tap or filter? What was it?
We used to be giving her bottled water, but since we have the mushy now, she's drinking way more water. She's drinking a lot of water. And even my aunt too. My aunt do drink water, but now she have a little more energy. And my aunt is 76 years old.
76-year-old. That's amazing. That's a
She
blessing.
have,
So
she have a lot of energy these days. Even though we don't even notice, but
yeah.
she have a lot of energy. She is just going on, going in the garden, going.
That's a problem I have with my mother. Ever since she's drinking the water, she feels better. She has more energy. Before the water, she said that she couldn't, move her fingers because her knuckles used to hurt. But after
Uh-huh.
drinking the water, she's just fine. People see her walking around, going downtown on her own, which is kind of scary because she's 83 years old. And she acts like she doesn't need nobody to hold her hand or grab her, like she just feels fine. I call her a spider grandma instead of Spider-Man. Spider grandma because she's climbing stairs and she's doing things on her own. So that's beautiful. What we talked about earlier that want to ask Colette, we're talking about a few things.
Oh, we was talking about a number of
We
things.
had a long conversation
Water
earlier.
fasting. We was talking about.
I really want to do. Um, I never used to do it that often, but now that I'm so interested in doing the water fast.
Yes.
But I was thinking about the water fast and doing water fast with bottled water. Do you know how nasty that is?
Oh, I can only imagine.
Water fast, and you're not even getting good water in your body to do
Yeah.
water fast. I
Yeah.
mean,
And that's
everybody
water.
of drinking bottled water, but
Easy.
I really
Oh,
believe if you do water fast with this water, it's gonna help you a lot.
oh yes.
That
Oh, yes.
definitely,
I want to learn
definitely.
how to do water fast, because you have to take it day by day. You can't just jump and do 40 days already. I know you have to piece by piece, and when you wanna, try to connect to your higher self, try to clean your body from all because you've been eating for so long, for so many years. I think now the body is really saying, okay, you need a break from eating.
So when you ordered your system, the machine, how many days did it take for it to arrive to your house?
Actually, when we order it, I think we ordered the Monday, and I think we get it by the Friday. It was really. I was surprised. Even I was to get it. And even when we get the machine, we didn't hook it up that same day. I think we took like another 3 days just to hook it up because we needed to change the faucet.
Mhm. The supply lines.
Yes, yes. We were talking
Machine came for the faucet, which was surprising.
Yes. And now that your aunt has more energy, how's her knees?
Repeat that again, Mr. Manning. I didn't hear that last part.
Now that she has more energy, how is her knees?
her joint, her knee.
Um, she's still saying, "Oh, I just wish I could get up on my knees will be good." I'm on live, babe.
Hi, Rosette. Let me ask Rosette if that's okay. Hi, Rosette.
Hi.
So,
I-
Rosette, can I ask you about the water that mommy has for you? Do you like
okay.
it?
Yes, I really like it very much.
Will you go buy? Will you buy bottled water like you did before?
Yeah, I cannot drink any more bottled water.
She knows.
The last one it tastes like ugh. It tastes like ugh. I like that.
Oh.
I like water. It tastes good.
So every time Colette goes to school, mommy has to bring water, right? Everyone
Yes.
goes to school, mommy has to bring water.
Oh, wow, that balancing.
and that's your 3-year-old niece who loves drinking water too.
Oh, she's talking to you, baby.
Yes. The only time I'll drink water is if it's cold. Yeah.
Come here.
Oh, that is so cute. Thank you for sharing.
Bye. I love cold water.
Awesome. So, guys, this is a beautiful testimony because most parents struggle with their kids to getting hydrated,
Will you
and
please
with
come?
our water, it's easy. Okay,
I'm
Manny, do you
sorry,
have
folks. You
no
said
worries. No worries.
we
You
are
said on Friday they got a lot of energy.
the kids are making a lot of noise.
It's okay. No worries. We got you. So, Manny, you had some questions for Colette. So I had my collection of questions I wanted to share with you guys, the whole experience. Like she said it, we met on TikTok. Um, out of the blue, and she knew about the water, she knew about the technology. We got into a phone call. So if anyone wants to know about this amazing technology, this water that is changing people's lives, literally, go on my TikTok account, Hydration Angel Official, and I have a link where you can schedule a phone call with us. Okay, you can make questions to Manny. So if you're sick and tired of spending your money on bottled water, this is Colette's experience. The flavor is different, right? Will you ever go back to bottled water, Colette?
Not in a million years. I will never ever go and buy bottled water. The and sometimes I think if I do have to go out, I walk with my own bottled water. If I have to
Yeah,
spend, if I have to go by my friend for the weekend, I'm thinking about how am I gonna carry all bottled water, because she might get offended and say, "Why you think my bottled water is not good?" And I will have to tell her, "No, your bottled water is not good. My own is better. I'm sorry."
Yes.
Oh,
So
you
one of the things you can do for your friend is when she brings her bottled water and you bring your water, just have her taste her water. She goes, okay. Then she tastes your water. Then she goes back to tasting her water and let her see what she thinks about the taste of her water.
apparently I will definitely have to do that.
Oh yes.
Colette, some people say to us, some people who know about the technology, the water, they want to have the system at the house, they get scared when they find out about the price. Now, are you guys rich people that you can just out of the blue say, oh, I just want the most expensive machine?
Okay, I'm not working. My aunt, she is retired. So you don't listen, you do not have to have a lot of money to get this water. Even if you are working, get a credit card. Don't spend your money, spend their money, and every month you pay down for it. But the most investment you can make for yourself is getting good water into your body.
Your health. If you don't have health, you don't have nothing.
Mhm.
Because you know what? When you have to go and see the doctor and the doctor tell you you have this, you have that, you need to take surgery, isn't that money too? So it's better
They
you
don't ask
take
you, they don't ask you if you can afford the ER. They don't ask you if you can afford treatments. You know, that's crazy. You just pointed that out. The hospitals don't care if you can afford it or not.
The hospitals do not
They just bill
negotiate.
you.
that's it. And you have
So
to pay
I
taxes.
That is a very good point. We can always go with that.
what's
It's
that?
like you can't negotiate. You can't negotiate your health. No, you negotiate your health almost every day, but the doctors do not negotiate.
No. So guys,
Yeah.
this water, it's about prevention, okay? We're not talking about, reversing some condition. We're just talking about prevention. I think the department is called geriatrics. I think that's the terminology, prevention.
Mhm.
Awesome, awesome. Any questions that you have for Colette?
Well,
These guys were having a blast. They were talking like for 3 hours nonstop, laughing, laughing, having fun, talking about all these amazing things. And now I think they just come on.
okay.
Listen, because I love the water so much, I will tell anybody, stop worrying about money
It's
and
true.
think about and think about your family, because
Amen.
honestly, I believe it's the best investment you could make.
Yes. And also, have you bought any bottled water since you've had this machine?
No, actually, let me rephrase that. Only one time I bought one bottle of water because I did not walk with any, and my daughter was thirsty.
Mhm.
So that's how she can say, "Mommy, this water is nasty." When I buy
Mm.
the bottle, she drink it. She's like, I had to end up throwing it away
She
Wow.
said she
because
wasted her dollar for no reason.
Yes. So since you've had the machine, you've only bought one bottle of water to see if you can even go back. You can't go back once you know.
no, I can't.
That's
I
awesome.
definitely And you know what? Even when I get my own home, jump high, jump low, I am getting another machine.
Yes, yes. Because one of the things I've noticed is since you have now you have your own water, you are your own water manufacturer. So obviously you don't have to buy bottled water. But the most beautiful thing is you can share your water with anybody.
But I have been sharing my water with my next door neighbor.
Ah, and what do they think about the taste?
She love it. The
Excellent.
only I think the only problem is that she have a problem that she has to be asking me for water all the time. And I tell her,
Yes.
listen, the water is here. If you want water, just call me. I will fill
Yes.
all your I will fill all your bottles of whatever empty bottles you have. I will
Yes.
fill it up for you and give you. It's just water. But she
Yes.
love it so.
Beautiful.
It is a real blessing. Like people are conscious that water is necessary for survival, that is good for you, but they don't realize this water is a powerful anti-inflammatory. Can I say that on live on
Of
social
course.
media?
Yeah.
It is a powerful
Antioxidant.
anti-inflammatory because it has a lot of antioxidants. So when you're sharing water with your friend Colette, you're doing more than just sharing water with her. You're most likely helping her to feel better.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
And you get
It's
to save
something
her money.
else.
Look what you're doing. You're now converting so many people.
You're blessing people. My mom also has a machine in Ecuador, and when
Uh-huh.
she visits her sisters and brothers, her siblings, she always brings a bottle of water with her for them. And I think that's the cutest thing ever.
Okay.
She grabs a container or she looks for some glass container and she fills it up. She has the same machine that we do, and then she
Uh,
brings it over to them.
I don't know if anybody do believe me, but we honestly do have the machine and we have the filters.
Yes. And what I like about this whole thing is when you start experiencing the beauty of this water, basically you're feeling more hydrated. It tastes so much better. You know that a lot of the store-bought bottled water is not the best tasting water. When you start to share it, you're actually blessing other people as well. And
Oh,
because you're blessing other people, besides just your family, it starts to spread. And then when other people start getting into these waters, then they start to share with other people as well. It's almost like a little domino effect.
okay.
Oh,
But like
yes,
my aunt love it. I love it definitely. My daughter love it, and the next door neighbor is enjoying the water. So I honestly believe it was the best investment we did.
Thank you. You were saying that they're now water snobs.
you have been converted into a water snob. Only the
Repeat
best.
that.
You have
Repeat that
become
last
a
part.
water snob. You have become a water snob.
Okay.
Only the best. I only drink the
Also,
best.
anyone who's watching this live, guys, this is an amazing testimony. I also want to talk about people on TikTok. They happen to tag me. There's water connoisseur guy that we don't know, but he's totally against this technology. And just for you guys, rest assured, we do have medical advisors in our company. We do have world class doctors that have published books that help people. And the number one recommendation is this particular water from this particular brand. It's not just any alkaline water or any ionized water. It's just from this device because we have the medical certification.
Mhm.
Another thing, we do have our own water connoisseur who was actually trained in Germany. Her name is Christina Lee, and she's actually a Chinese lady who lives in Canada. How exciting is that? How much rich culture in there, right? She's Chinese, lives in Canada, and she was trained in Germany. So we do have our own water connoisseur. Hopefully, we can invite her sometime and talk about it because that will be a hit, especially for people on TikTok. They sometimes people repeat what they hear, and I see some videos also on YouTube saying that this lady heard of a friend and a friend and a friend. They don't like the water, but she herself never had it, She never had a glass of the water. She never owned a machine. But to me, has no weight. I want to hear it from somebody who's a real customer. So that's what Colette is here. Colette is a person that has no affiliation of any sort. She just wanted to have the best water at home. No more bottled water. People were going in Philly, running to the stores to buy bottled water, right?
When we had the spill in the river,
Yes.
people were crazy. I mean, I was just home sitting down, even though I didn't have the machine as yet, but I did have cases. I did have like 2 cases of water, and I said I ain't going for no water because I know for a fact that my machine is coming. So, and it's so
Amen.
funny. I think I still have bottled water somewhere in the basement because nobody touched it. After
Ooh,
we get this,
actually,
that was
later,
it.
later I will teach you how you can do your own testing.
Oh, yeah.
That'll be fun. When you show your next door neighbor and some other people here and there, show me, give me your best water.
Also, before I forget,
Yes.
some people are asking on TikTok what is the best over-the-counter water to have. Guys, honestly speaking, with all due respect, none of them. Even if the best water from the best glacier mountain, once it's bottled, even on gold or glass container, after weeks and months and years, it's gonna become dead because water is meant to be alive.
Moving.
Water is living, right? Water is
But
good.
I want to ask a question.
Yes.
You know, people have normally said, okay, knowing that this water is so good, but what's the second best? Why would you want the second best?
Okay.
Do
So
you think
that's a
you
good
deserve
question.
best?
So this water itself is not inspired after mineral springs because people are saying mineral springs is the best water. And we have seen testimonies. We have seen people testing it out, mineral spring out of Sedona, and that water has no antioxidants. When we went to the waterfall trip, I was testing out the pH of the waterfall, and I found out yes, it is alkaline, just like this waterfall from Ohio, just like the ocean in Mexico and United States, the pH is alkaline, regardless if it is salted or non-salted, right? So what people need to realize is that nothing comes close to this water. There is an option that people can do that is more affordable, but first, I want people to know that the water that we have is comparable to only a few places in the world where people travel to, and they call them miracle water. And one of them is in France, Germany, Mexico, China, India, and France, right? And Australia, 7 places. And what is the particular name for this water? It's not just mineral water.
So the multiple names that it goes by is electrolyzed, reduced water. Another one is easy water by Dr. Gel Pollock. And then later, when he actually looked at the structure of the water, he called it structured water. You have molecular hydrogen water. Then you have hydrogen, well, a lot of other traditional names is miracle water.
So in nature, what the machine that we have at home replicates is what happens in nature when lightning hits, the lakes. Also with these miracle places, there are some negative and positive ions that make the water. And I saw a video from France where people see the water is cloudy. Colette, when you have your water, can you see those little bubbles, the cloud?
Yes.
So that
But
our water.
yeah, and that's when I know the water was different from
Yes, super
bottled water.
important to.
Taste different.
It doesn't compare to any filtration system. It's way beyond. Now, that's what a medical ionizer does. Now, what I tell people who cannot afford the system, they won't have the same. But having filtered water at home is better than drinking bottled water. So if you have a good filtering system, You are closer to what we have. Then you will need a system, but at least you are drinking clean water. It won't have the benefits, it won't have the pH, it won't have the antioxidants like you do with our device. But I would say people, instead of buying, I won't say name brands, but it's way better to me. Now people go for reverse osmosis. What's the problem with that?
So when drinking reverse osmosis, it demineralizes the drinker, but it's also very, very acidic and it's very, very dead. And
That's the filter. That's the filter that we have, right? And the machine. I don't know if people wanna compare the filter to the machine, but I have both.
You have the whole deal.
the whole system.
People think a filtration system is the same as the machine. No, you're comparing a bicycle with a Ducati motorcycle.
Yes.
It's totally different. It's like comparing a little boat with a cruise.
A yacht.
A
Like I
fancy
said,
yacht from silver.
I have not regret getting this machine and the filter. It is one of the best decisions I've made.
Thank you.
Yes.
We're super happy about it. We bought our machine 8 years ago. It was an investment. So we don't regret it one bit. Not at all. Also, people who are listening the replays, guys, before I forget, some people try to go the cheaper route. Some people find out this is the best brand and they want to save up some money.
No,
Careful,
it's not.
careful. You better buy directly from the manufacturer. When you get our assistance, you're buying directly from the company that manufactures these machines in Japan. I think this is called a OME, Original Manufactured
OEM.
Equipment,
OEM.
OEM. That means that you're buying your machine directly from the manufacturer. The machine comes in one whole piece for you. They don't send parts. They don't assemble it in the United States like some other companies do. Now, when you buy directly from the company, guys, you're getting your warranty. You're getting the machine on your name, and those ones aren't transferable. And you also have tax deduction benefits directly on your name, and those ones aren't transferable. So when you buy a used machine, you won't have those. And another problem that I noticed, because I had two people doing this to me. I had one friend, an acquaintance, and I had a cousin who wanted to save money, and they decided to buy a second-hand device off eBay or Amazon. But guess what? They went behind my back, but they came out asking me for the technician's phone number because the machine came out broken. And that's what happens when you buy second-hand. Please do not try to save a few hundreds because you're going to end up paying thousands in repair costs. Why? Because the owner of the machine might take shortcuts. Instead of using the proper things to clean it, to give maintenance, they use white vinegar instead, or they use what is the other ingredient, CLR, and they don't follow the right procedure. So when they find out they have to pay thousands to repair the machine, they just decided to sell it online. So be careful, don't be scammed. And that pisses off a lot of people because they buy the machine secondhand instead of going through Colette. Colette, how did you buy the machine? Instead of going through Evelyn and Manning, hey, can I get a machine too? No, they go to a stranger. Sorry, hon, what did you say?
I actually contact you first, and then you send me the company name, and I go through directly from them.
You bought it straight from their website. Yeah, I send you an email. I also have a website through them. So, and I also said the best way to order your device to protect your finances is a credit card. That way, the company doubles check it's you who's ordering, and that way you protect yourself. So that's a very safe way. So anybody who's interested in getting their system, you can ask questions to Colette. I don't know if Colette wants to be bothered.
Colette has all the answers.
Listen, anybody ask me any questions, I'm sorry. Go through to the right people who have all the information. Sorry. This
She's like, don't bother me. I'm happy you're drinking my water.
I don't listen. All I know, I have good water and I have good water. Any questions you have, get in contact with those two, Mr. Manning and Mrs. Evelyn. Okay, that's it. I'm not asking answering anybody question. So don't come for me. Don't ra- don't
I
ask
told Colette, I told Colette, what happens? What happens if
you.
people know? I told Colette earlier, what happens if people want to ask you questions about the machine and they start telling you it's a snake oil, it's a scam? And Colette is like, what will you do? You say you block them, you don't care. What was your answer?
Listen. Anybody who's telling me it's a scam, I will say, well, okay, if that is your belief, that is your belief. But I know what it has done for me, my body, my health, my daughter, and my aunt. So if people really do want to say it's a scam, well, that's your belief. But I know what it has done for this family.
That's awesome. Well, Colette, we've been talking for about an hour. We want to appreciate your time. Thank you so much for your trust. Thank you for sharing how this water has blessed your daughter, your auntie, your niece, and yourself.
And your neighbors, and your
And
other
your
neighbors,
neighbor.
and your friend down the block.
I didn't know it's an hour already.
It's been an
Yeah.
hour.
Oh, okay.
Colette is like,
But
I'm just starting. Anything you want to share?
I got the energy. Now I'm drinking the water. I got energy.
Anything at all you want to share, Colette? Anything that you think that people will
but
appreciate?
now that we are on live, does anybody have any questions for Mr. Manning or Mrs. Evelyn? Because I cannot answer it because this is new to me. Even though I knew about the water years ago, this is I'm only in my first month with the machine. So, I've been cooking with it. I've been washing my vegetables, my fruits with it, and the food is totally different.
Mm, that's cool.
Definitely. I'm a better cook because of that. And don't
The
forget
food
the beauty water for the pasta, for the rice. Like what? Beauty water? Can you use some skin toner clinique to cook pasta? No, you can't.
and
But with this
we
machine, you can.
my aunt has been using the water for I'm sorry, my aunt have been using the water for her plants too.
Oh, that is awesome.
Yes.
That's beautiful.
That is beautiful. My mom said that in Ecuador, she's supposed
Not
to drink,
just
her big
plants
bottle.
it.
Say that again. I'm sorry.
I said not just us that enjoying the water, the plants are enjoying the water too.
Yes.
That is so beautiful. If you guys have pets, they can also benefit from the water, not only from drinking, but also for treating their fur with the
Uh-huh.
good water. And I made a video that the machine allows you to create a pH for sanitizing your home so you don't have to buy cleaning products which have ammonia, which is bad
Yeah.
for your lungs. Are you seeing those videos on TikTok where people are cleaning the bathroom and they passed out and they are in heaven because of the fumes?
Because of the Clorox or ammonia or whatever chemical they use
That
because
is,
that's the
and they're actually making it a joke. But if I back in the day cleaning the bathroom, even with a scouting powder, you cannot have a closed bathroom and inhaling that because you get a headache. So with the water we have with the machine, you can create your own cleaning water, and you can make as many gallons as you want,
With no fumes.
no fumes. So people don't realize this technology is more than just drinking water. Where are my
but
haters? I need haters. I need comments, guys.
But
but
the most important thing, you enjoy your machine. And you're enjoying
yeah,
the water.
I'm definitely I'm enjoying the machine. I mean, I love it. The next investment I want to do is for the shower to bathe
Oh,
with.
oh, there's more.
The shower
And then
unit.
the Ukon. Once you start getting into the turmeric pills, oh, that's going to be another life changer.
Okay, let's talk about the shower unit real quick so people who are connected can become aware of
I,
this.
I want to
Okay.
know about now. I do have a filter for the bathroom.
Yes,
Um,
that's good.
but I realized that the company have the shower one.
Yes. It's known as
How
the
does
NS.
So I notice a lot of people on social media spend a lot of money on skincare, and they mostly focus on the face. Uh, I'm trying to think about prices for lotions. I'm trying to think about L'Oreal, for example. They have like an eye treatment with retinol 3% or something like that. That one alone is $30. I don't know how much is for the vitamin C serum, but I'm seeing these TikTok videos. There is a Japanese brand called Shiseido, and they sell you this eye cream, which is, I don't know, maybe something between $30 to $50. So taking care of your skin is expensive. The beauty industry is expensive. Okay. So I always see these girls doing their skincare morning routine, but they're washing their face with tap water. And I'm like, you're putting all those chemicals on your skin. Your skin is actually absorbing all of that.
hmm
So Colette, you're doing good by having a filter. That's super important. So the filter that we have, we bought it like 5 years ago,
Yeah, I think so.
and it's a Japanese mineral spa. So it removes the harmful chemicals from the tap water, removes the chlorine, and it has the stones from the mineral springs of Japan. So
Okay.
what that means is that before this, many had very dry skin on his arms, and I had patches, like dry patches on my skin that I can easily just now scrub with my nail and see this dead skin coming out. Ever since having this system, my hair does better because I used to chemically treat my hair. I used to be blonde, and my hairdresser said to me that chlorine in your water changes the color of your treatment or your dyes. So he was always shocked how, regardless of being blonde, my hair stayed healthy. Now I decided to go more natural because it's better for me. There's so many chemicals on dyes that are not good at all. I think they have heavy metals in it too, as well as
Oh,
makeup.
there's a lot of stuff that goes into
So
hair products.
we feel blessed that besides drinking the water from the kitchen sink, besides cooking and making tea, we also bathe on the water with the shower system because it has antioxidants.
Yes.
Once when I was in Chicago, we used to have a bathtub, and I remember having like my moments with the water, and I can hear the water sizzling. I didn't realize the water that comes from our shower unit has that little bubbling sensation until that very moment because I was in a bathtub. Usually, when we shower, the water just runs down and that's it. We don't pay attention. So
Yeah.
I was very impressed. It's a system. It's a beautiful system. I think we changed the filter depending on the quality of your tap water. I think the first time we had to change the filter was after 3 years.
Oh
Uh,
wow.
now I have to check every year just to make sure. I have the pH drops that allows me to see if it's time to change it.
And
You
chlorine
can tell.
drops.
You can tell by the smell of the water. And because you drink and bathe in the water, when you go to, let's say, to a gym with a lot of people and you wash your hands, you can smell the chlorine and the fumes and all that smell coming. So
Oh yeah.
this water allows you to clean your palate and be able to smell things better.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So
It's just
so far, my experience with the Anespa, like she mentioned, it cleared up my skin. But
Oh,
also, I've noticed that there's less soap scum in the bathtub as well. And whenever I wash my hair, I use less hair products, less shampoo, less
yes, beautiful
less
hair.
hair conditioner. What
okay.
else? Uh, hydrating the scalp, hydrating the hair. A lot of people when they have like when they bathe in chlorine, it dries out their skin, and they start having like ashy elbows, ashy places. And I've noticed I used to have ashy skin, not anymore. So I'm like, that's a big bonus. But then when I was having a conversation with my mom, all of a sudden I realized through the conversation, I didn't have my dry patches anymore. And I was like, I've been dealing with dry patches for like 12, 15 years. And all of a sudden it's gone. I didn't even know. So initially for me, Evelyn, she always wanted the Anespa. She always wanted the shower unit. I'm like, shower
This is the
unit.
reason, guys. There is a doctor called Dr. Michael Anderson, I think is his name.
Anderson?
Dr. Michael O'Donnellson.
Donaldson?
Okay, let me double check the name for you guys. So
Yeah.
basically, Dr. Michael, he was doing a training session when we used to live in Dayton, Ohio. Michael Donaldson. Okay, that's his name. He was sharing that when you bathe on tap water, your skin is absorbing the chlorine and that affects your thyroid.
Yeah.
So that was one of the main reasons I wanted to get the Anespa. Because, you know, when I understood how harmful tap water is for your body, I was like, no, we have to. So I was waiting for a year so many is able to come along with. So that's what we understand.
It got so bad. It got so bad.
I was going to say it.
That she didn't want to take a shower to wash her hair. She would go in the kitchen underneath the machine to wash her hair. That's how bad it got. I was like, babe, what you doing? Oh, I'm washing my hair. Why don't you just go take a shower? No, there's all this chlorine. I don't want to go there.
I will fill out a bucket.
We went to
water.
friends. We went to friends. We would drive 3 hours to one of our friends that had these machines, this shower unit, and she will go there to take a shower. I'm like, what? You're going over there to take a shower over there?
It doesn't mean I wasn't showering every day. I was just washing my face and my hair on my kitchen sink and then filling up a bucket of water and then, you know, rinse myself. I don't know. I wasn't going to share that, guys. That's the problem when you have a significant other.
Does it mean you use the beauty
water?
Yeah, she was using that.
Beauty water.
Yeah. Before we got the shower unit, once she started finding out all this stuff, different stuff, it's like all these benefits from the actual machine. She was like, we need the shower unit. I'm like, why? We don't need no shower unit. It's just a shower, whatever. And it's like, no, it's not the same. So I was like, so we went to our friends. She took a shower, and then she goes, man, go take a shower. I'm like, what? I'm not going to shower at my place. Then my buddy was like, no, go ahead. It's okay. Go ahead, take a shower. I'm like, oh, okay, let's see what she's all about. So I went to take a shower. I'm like, okay, if I have to invest in this, I'm gonna scale it. So I actually made a video on this. It's like, first, okay, does it taste good? Okay, it's not too bad. Does it burn my eyes?
No.
Nope, it doesn't burn my eyes. That's a good thing. Then I started to move my feet in the tub. Okay, I'm not going to slip. And I started using the shampoo and stuff. Was I about to slip? No, I was like, okay. So I was going through all these different things in comparison of my normal experience with the experience of this. And I was like, okay. And then when I got out of the shower, I dried up, and I noticed that I didn't have like dry skin. I'm like, okay, that's something. And then after I came out, these guys just went over the top. They go, oh my God, you're glowing. My God, your skin is glowing.
His skin looks like when you have an exfoliation experience and your skin is glowing and you can tell. It was amazing. He came out of the shower and he was just glowing. I made a video years ago. I posted that on YouTube. I don't know if I can find it because sometimes you put music and YouTube is like copyright.
Yeah, I thought they were just blowing some smoke.
No, he looked great.
Like,
Did you see the video yourself?
Yeah.
You look good.
I look normal. Well, for me, I look normal. But for me,
that's the next machine I'm going to invest now.
yes, and also the
You love
Ukon.
it.
Ooh, I have to share the video with the Ukon. So the company also makes this turmeric pills, and the turmeric pills are amazing. Amazing. There was during the time that everyone was going through their situation with the lockdowns and stuff.
We are on Facebook and
Yeah.
just to remind
Oh,
you,
I said
we are
lockdown.
on TikTok.
So
Instagram.
when we started using our turmeric supplements, we noticed that during our situation, when we started taking the supplements, our situation was alleviated immediately. I was like, with me, it took only like 30 minutes.
30 minutes for him, 2 hours for me.
Oh wow.
Days.
I forgot. I mean,
But we'll talk more about that one in
Oh
private.
yeah, yeah.
I
We
think
just
I
about that.
tell my aunt about the turmeric.
Yeah, I have to send you guys a box as a gift, as a way to say thank you for ordering from us. I want your
Um,
auntie to try the water separate from the turmeric. So, because the water lubricates your body. This doctor guy said to me that water is the lubrication for your joints.
actually, my aunt started to drink the 9.5 now because remember you told me let her try from I think the
8.5.
so now she I don't even think she knows, but she just we always have the machine on 9.5, so everybody in the household is drinking 9.5 water.
That's awesome.
Yes, yes.
That's beautiful. So the
And
hydration
I
in
teach
detox is gentle.
my daughter how to use it, you know. So when she wants to get her water, instead of well, she still drink my water anyway, but she go and get hers. She know what to do now.
Beautiful.
That's
Beautiful.
awesome.
And
Anybody has any question, guys?
I think my month is coming up, so we definitely have to do the month. What you told me,
What was that?
the first month is coming up soon.
What do you mean? Going vegan?
No, the first month is coming, so she needs help with the cleaning of the machine.
Oh, yes. We do. We do have a
Good
video.
training.
We do have a video that shows you how to take care of your machine. So you do the monthly cleaning. And yeah, and when I told Colette once a year, it's highly suggested for you to send the machine to the closest office so they can do a deep cleaning because these guys, the technicians, are specialized in Japan. What Colette said.
But if I have to send the machine to the company to clean, how do you want us to survive without it?
I know that's the crazy thing.
Oh,
Because when the technicians check your machine, they do a deep cleaning. They make sure it's like brand new.
takes a couple of
That's
days.
how your machine lasts minimum 25 years. Ours is 8 years old and it's like new. Still getting the same antioxidants, the pH, the hydration.
So what we used to do was
So let the
we'll
struggle
fill up lots of jugs, so we have a couple of days.
Okay, so I do have jugs. Okay, so if a whole year pass and I have to send the machine to clean to the company, how long does it take?
Depends on the office.
Okay,
We can talk in
so
private.
she's in PA, so to New York. New York would probably take about a week.
We can call the office and ask because depending on the office, like the LA office is super busy. The Chicago office can give you the machine real quick. Texas was fast too, right? In
Texas was
Florida,
fast. Florida was
his
fast.
mom is in Florida, so she got service in Florida, and she said they had the machine ready in a
Andrew
few
said it was
days.
fast.
Yeah. So when the time comes, we call the office that can give it to you the quicker.
Like I said, it will have to be very quick. I will try to get big buttons to see how long it lasts without it because that is going to be a challenge. I definitely want to see if we could go through that challenge.
Oh yes.
Be-
So far, with us, every state we have moved, we actually lived in the same state as the company. So we live in Chicago, California. So we just drive to the LA, get our machine cleaned, and then within the day we get our machine back. We used to live in Illinois, and there's an office in Illinois. We'll just drive out there, get it cleaned, and then come back. We also lived in Ohio, so we'll drive all the way to Chicago, and then all the way back. What else?
Oh, wow.
But you can still ship it. You'll ship
Oh,
it.
we've had to work
And
for
what
it.
I tell everyone who orders their system, always please keep the box. Everything that comes with it, like the little foaming protection, keep it because once a year when you have to set the machine for a deep checkup and cleaning, make sure everything is perfect, It's the
Uh-huh.
best, safest way to protect the machine. And
Okay.
yeah, then we help with instructions how to ship it, what do you need to send included, what you don't need, what parts you need or not.
Yes.
So, and once they receive it, they call you, they let you know, hey, do you have any concerns about your machine? What service do you want to get today? And then they'll send it back to you, just like the same way they send you the machine the first time.
Yes.
Okay. Well,
They go
did
to
we
UPS.
thing?
I'm sorry?
I said we did keep everything. We kept the box. We didn't throw it
Yeah.
away when we did keep
So,
it.
Colette, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for coming across and reaching out and trusting us. A
But
lot of people are scared because, like I said earlier, before the internet went crazy with the YouTube and TikTok, before we came across this book that taught us about predatory marketing, because every company has competition. One second, guys, I'm just trying to make sure my computer is still charging. Forgive me. So every company has competitors. And just like in high school, when they don't want you to talk to the pretty girl, they will start saying lies to the pretty girl about you, right? That's what bullies do to ruin your image. So there is these companies that want to compare themselves to us. They try to scare people, and then they try to offer you their option. That's how you know predatory marketing. Lately, they went as far as asking YouTubers to make videos about it. And I was like, what in the world is going on? And people just repeat what they hear. So that's why many, when we come across people locally who share water, because their body cannot lie to them. You can hear people telling you it's not true, it's a scam, but when you drink the water, your body says otherwise. So we were talking with Colette earlier about when people would tell you, oh, that's a lie, you're a scam. Well, Colette, you've been drinking the water, your family has been having the water. Will they easily convince you that you did a bad decision?
from what I've noticed in my body, I feel better. I have more energy, and my skin is not dry as before. And I will tell you a little secret. When you start drinking the water, you will be going in the bathroom to pee more often.
Yeah.
And
That's good.
my skin is getting a little glow, I will say. And it's really has been doing what it says and more for your body and for your skin. And I'm losing just a little bit weight, bit by bit.
That is awesome. I have a significant other, not significant, sorry, my English. My sister's husband, he
I'm
was
sorry.
drinking the water and he lost so much weight and he wasn't happy because he's a very big guy. He lost so much weight and he stopped drinking the water because he didn't want to have saggy skin. I'm like, I wish I had the problem.
It's just my daughter is I'm on live. Could you please?
Honey, you want to talk about your fasting experience also for people who want to lose weight?
Sure.
Like Colette said, that doing fasting with bottled water isn't as safe. How about fasting with this water? What can you share?
No,
So
that's not
sorry,
about.
Colette, to other girls.
I'm
No
so
worries.
sorry.
No,
This
no
is
worries. No. We're amongst friends here, right, guys? So if you have to go, let us know. That's different, but it's not
I'm
a
sorry.
problem. So,
So
These
water
kids.
fasting, they get an abundance of energy.
oh, when you fast with the water, do you
So-
feel hungry, dizzy,
So,
electrolytes?
yes.
What's going on?
So what a lot of people, when I was first initially researching on water fasting, there's been a lot of people that one of the side effects of water fasting is your energy level just drops. And that's because a lot of people do either with bottled water, which I found out later is the worst thing you can do, or you can go with filtered water, which is much better because they noticed that they weren't getting a lot of energy from their water, of course, and they're not getting energy from food, which you really don't. But when you're water fasting, their energy was going low. So when I was doing water fasting with the structured water, I noticed that my energy was actually going up. And
Wow.
I also was noticing that my mind was getting clearer, my thoughts were getting more quieter or more focused. Even my emotions was more calm. And I've also noticed that my sense of smell drastically went up. And also my sensitivity to multiple things started to improve as well. And one of the side effects from water fasting is I no longer wear glasses, so my eyes were corrected. I also was able to reset my organs, so they're performing much better. I'm more sensitive to my hormones. Also, my hormones are producing much better now, woo, which is a big thing in itself. And also, some of the pains I was going through, or some of the pains I was always experiencing, have now been drastically been reduced, and a lot of them are gone. So,
Oh,
and that's because of the autotrophy and also through the ketosis. So the visceral fat I did have around my organs are extremely low in percentage now. So water fasting, especially with structured water, it can save you thousands and thousands of dollars. So
But you
like
were talking about
yeah.
surgery
So
earlier.
what I was telling Colette,
Because he lost weight.
I was telling Colette
Screenshot
that people spend thousands and thousands of dollars to get the same benefits from water fasting. You have the sleeve that makes your stomach smaller. You have liposuction to reduce surface fats. Then you
yeah.
have
$80,000, guys. I follow this doctor guy who
Oh,
did
yeah.
an amazing transformation on this Australian lady.
Yep.
And he posted a picture today about this lady who got a tummy tuck, I think it's called.
Mhm.
It was $80,000 just to cut, the belly part. And people in the comments were going crazy talking about how expensive it is to get a procedure. Now the pain,
Oh,
the bleeding, the recovery.
the nerves,
You're lucky if you have somebody to help you, take care of
the
you.
lymphatic system.
Oh my God! So what happens to the
Oh.
body besides the pain?
So, just liposuction. Just look at the process. They stick a metal tube and they're shoving it all up inside your body. It's like, So you got liposuction you don't have to pay for, that people pay for. You got loose skin that people are getting removed.
That's another surgery and another price,
And then
right?
they have what was the other one? Then there's
The draining. The
then you have
draining massages. Did you hear about that? No?
no.
Colette, have you ever heard about people who get not plastic surgery, the tummy tuck, when they get a liposuction?
Mhm.
And guys, we're not against liposuction or plastic surgeries. You guys are free to do
It's a
whatever you
choice.
please. I'm just talking from my personal experience. I do not like needles. So I heard from people's experiences after they get the liposuction, besides how expensive and painful it is, the massages, they call it draining massages. They say that is the most painful thing in the world.
Mm.
Have you
What
heard
does
about
that do?
Drainage
I guess it's to
massage.
drain the blood that is stuck. I don't know exactly. Honestly, I don't know about it, but I just know it's painful.
Yeah, so there's all these different types of surgeries, but what was another one? Removing of the skin. Then they have people buying stem cells. Then you have different types of detoxing that removes heavy metals and things. You can pay thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars for these surgeries, but if you do water fasting, it does all that for free.
So that's what Manny says. Water fasting, the only pain you'll endure is that you will have to drink water. And when you go surgery, the doctors tell you eat liquids, right? Because we know someone who got the sleeve surgery on their stomach, and she had to do water fasting for days, actually.
Liquid diet.
Liquid diet. So they have to
But
do it anyways.
then it's better to take that same money and buy yourself a machine.
Exactly.
So I commented, you know how much
Yeah.
the machine is, but the desire to fast, you can't buy it. That have to come from you.
But you know what?
It's like, yes.
You know what? We gotta do another live, but when I finish do a water fast, I'm gonna tell people how I feel after.
Yes.
Even
Yes.
if even if it's just a 3 days water fast or a week water fast, at least I'm gonna try it and see how I feel.
One day at a time.
I'll do it
Just
with you. I'll do it with
and
you.
One day at a time, Colette. You
set
tell
up
me. You tell me when you do it. We'll do it together. But one day at a time. Now don't go 3 months. Then I'll.
no, no,
Oh, yes.
no, I wouldn't do 3 months, you know. I will do maybe a 3 days or a 7 days water fast and see how I feel after.
I did. The most I did was how many days?
16.
17?
16.
16 days, and that was challenging, guys. I helped myself. I tricked my mind and my stomach by doing hot tea, herbal tea, and tell myself like
Bone broth.
pretend it's soup. And when I felt like quitting, I was doing bone broth. The problem with that is that stops the fat burning process.
No,
Does it?
But
no.
what?
That's keto.
Doesn't stop the keto process?
No, but it's not the autotrophy.
Oh, okay. Okay. So that's
But
how
I
it's like 16 days.
but I remember you were telling me this is actually for the ladies. I know
Yes.
it's just been a month I've been using the machine, but I suffer with you know
Cramps?
you know we women go through cramps,
Yes.
and even when I have cramps, which I do have a lot, I don't eat or I don't drink because it has me so much of pain that I do go through. So that's why I also want to try to do the water fast to
Mm.
see if it's gonna help.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
For me, okay, so I'll share my story with you guys and why we got into the water. The first reason. So
Oh, Johnson, like,
I grew up in Ecuador. Oh, you'll be cutting the stream here in Instagram. My apologies. Okay, so guys, I grew up in Ecuador. And in Ecuador, what we mostly have is tap water, and most people don't trust it. So back in the day, they used to boil it, and the pot is made out of aluminum. Now imagine drinking boiled water with aluminum taste. So for that reason, I will not drink water at home in Ecuador. And eventually, bottled water became popular. But every time I drink bottled water, I was more thirsty. I didn't understand why my thirst wasn't being quenched. So I will not drink bottled water anyways. The only liquids I would drink will be coffee, which is more dehydrating at times, right? It's oxidizing.
Mhm.
Soup, juice. So many will say to me, so you were still drinking bad water, but with flavor through coffee, soup, and juices. Ecuador is really hot. My city, Guayaquil, is super hot. So imagine when you're dehydrated and you use the bathroom, it's not white, it's yellow.
it's not clear.
It's not clear. Sorry, yeah, you're right. It's not clear. So when that time of the month came, guys, I would be in the most horrendous pain. The cramps. It will hurt so badly. I will have to call out sick to school or work because I will have to lie down, facing down. My
Yeah.
parents, especially my dad, well, my mom too, but my dad will struggle seeing me suffering, switching and turning, lying down in pain and crying. So my mom was desperate. She wouldn't know what to do. So my mom would make me chicken soup. My mom will make me hot tea. My mom will have the granny's hot bladder thing. You know what I'm talking about? That little pillow where you put hot water that the grannies use, people use when they're sick.
Put it on your stomach
Huh?
You put it on the
and you
stomach.
put
Yes.
stomach.
Yeah. This is called camel bladder. How you call that? What's the name of
I
that?
call it a bladder.
Okay. So
Red bladder bag.
so I thought I would suffer for the rest of my life because of my dehydration and because of my mother nature visit. And when I moved to the States, I was worried when I was working for Drexel University, I had a meeting with my supervisor, and I said, I have this problem, and I'm gonna be calling out sick once a month because it's really bad. My time of the month wasn't normal. It was really painful. So it was really painful. So when I got with many, many saw my pain. Many saw my struggle. Many saw me crying, lying down, suffering. And many was helping me being a vegetarian. He went around the store to buy me ingredients to make me chicken soup. He was making me tea. He was making the red bladder with hot water. And I remember it will hurt so much that I will put that straight up on my skin and that burns. Sometimes you need to have a towel folding. He will get the heated blanket too, the one that you connect on the electricity so you can, help yourself. I will beg, I will beg to fall asleep so I will forget about the pain.
Huh.
So that was before this water.
I
Now,
know. Yeah.
had my car accidents, and by the grace of God, somebody said to him, "Hey, have you heard about this water?" So that's why we started to try the water. And he said to me, because I was in chronic pain because of my accidents from my neck to my knees, both knees, and I had a hip dislocation eventually because of another accident. He said to
Hmm.
me, "You haven't been complaining about Mother Nature's pain." That was my wow moment, and that's when I started to pay attention. So when we confirmed this water took away those Mother Nature pains, that's when he said, Evelyn, even if you don't believe it's the water, even if you don't believe it, I'm gonna get the machine for you. And I didn't want him to at first because I'm from Ecuador, right? I come from a very poor country. The monthly salary is $400, guys. Imagine $400 for a few thousands machine. So I just felt like, no, no, come on, don't waste the money. But you know what he said to me, guys, and it's very sweet. He said to me, I'm gonna buy the machine because I love you and I don't want to see you suffering. He already confirmed hydration helped me to be away from Mother Nature's pain. And
Hmm.
that's the reason why he decided to get the machine. And people say, oh, because you guys got money. No, we couldn't even put together $600 back in the day. So he just decided to, work his finances out. And
Sacrifice.
that's how he was able to bring the machine to our home. And when he saw the benefits, the referrals, then he was able to get the best machine, the one that we have for the same company. We noticed that the bigger the machine, the more plates, the more antioxidants, the fastest results.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why I'm super happy you guys got the best, the top of the line, because in that way your body's getting better hydration and more antioxidants. So you don't have to drink 3 times the amount of water to get the same results. So with
Yes.
me now is if I was in pain, half a gallon of that water, 9.5, would take care of the pain in 2 hours.
Hmm.
That's
So
for
you
me.
see?
And if I, because of my car accidents, I also had a hip dislocation. And at times I couldn't stand up because of the pain. I feel the water helped me to reconnect my small tissues, all that, I guess, muscles that were ripped apart from my accident, the inflammation. Um, but also the turmeric that many talks about helped me immensely with that chronic pain because of my accidents. I couldn't be standing and cooking and cleaning and walking like I used to before the accidents. So that turmeric is life changing, and I'll make sure you guys get a box. Colette, you're your auntie, so you guys can try it out.
Any herbs? You know me. I like it. I like my herbs. I believe in herbs.
Yes. So that's my experience. That's the reason why we got into the water. And then Manny called his mother. His mom tried the water when she visited, and she used to have acid reflux when you
Uh,
eat, acidic food like tomato. And when she had the water, she had no problems, and she used to have a pain on her leg, and the pain went away. So that's when we were like, okay, this water isn't just for cramps. There is something bigger. And
yes.
that's when we start asking around and we find out amazing experiences that we cannot talk about openly on social media. We just have a one-on-one conversation. If anybody wants to share, that's why I ask people, tell me your experience, because your experience is yours. Nobody's going to take that away from you.
That's true.
I cannot guarantee this water can do something for you. I'm just telling you what it has done for me, what it has done for Manny's mother, what it has done for Colette. So it's more than just any filtration system. It's more than just compared to any alkaline water out there. So that's why we do the live, the test, so you guys at least can see visually how it's different. And it always wins. Our water, thank God, is the best so far.
And just remember, people, when you buy bottled water and they say it's 9.5 pH,
Yeah.
or you might drink other type of water to get smart, don't believe the hype.
Hey, amen, amen. All right, so I'm gonna wrap it up, girl. But thank you so much for everything you shared. Hopefully, we can have you again once I
Actually,
figure out.
thank you to both of you guys for being so honest and sharing your experience with other people, because it has helped my family. So because you guys were on TikTok talking about water and push and what it could do, I just have to say thank you to you guys. And I'm hoping that one day, let me not say one day, I know eventually we will meet face to face.
Oh yes. Oh
Knowing
yes.
Manny, oh my God.
Oh, she knows
Woo!
because there are times that we travel around the country.
He drives for
Yeah.
days.
I want to say thank you to both of you guys for sharing your story, that you have helped me and my family a lot.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Colette. So
Exactly.
if anybody has any questions, let us know. I'm just gonna say goodbye. Our TikTok, first our Instagram family. Colette, I'm gonna say goodbye. Our TikTok fam. One second,
And
guys. If you guys have any questions, let me know. And
actually,
I
we
will.
are still for you guys to test the most expensive water. Okay?
Huh?
Oh
We are
yeah.
Oh
you
yeah,
guys to do.
we'll be back in like 10 minutes. We have a little break to have the camera facing the testing section. So that's why we
Okay.
have to put this live and then we have another live.
Okay. Thank you guys. Bye.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Have a good one.
You too.
Let me see how I
We'll do some
leave.
more lives.
Okay, end the broadcast. Thank you guys. Much love. Hopefully you guys enjoy Colette's interview. We are super honored to come across her on TikTok. And like you heard the story, she just saw us doing a live and she knew about the technology and it was a no-brainer. So it's a blessing. Manny looks amazing. You guys saw him doing a 35-day water fasting. I wish I did too, but I don't have the willpower. But he looks incredible. His muscles are growing now. Easily. Look at that. Look at that. He didn't have muscles. His muscles didn't grow that fast before. Look at that, guys. So water fasting, he's fine. He's doing amazing. He looks gorgeous as always. Okay, guys. So much love to you. Bye bye.